Hi folks, welcome to the Sabre Zone. This is the video on the channel that always discusses what you guys had to say. And I found one, very simple one. And let me put it up there, here we go. Yep, the shout out goes to Thirst Responder, who always sends me the most simple notes that catch my attention, he really does. He goes, I could see Skinner getting 35 goals. The line that he's on should give him the chance to score many more goals. And doesn't that just say it all? Really, what's going on with Skinner this year? I thought about this and I was like, you know, it's true. We have a first line again. Everybody said when we traded Jack, that was it. That was it, guys. No first line for Buffalo for like the next 5 years. How many times did we hear that crap? Oh, God, the Sabres are going to be in the abyss for the next 10 years, blah, 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 blah. We heard it all. And Skinner's emerged since Jack's gone. You know, there you go. Once we made that deal and got Tuck, we had a first line again, you know. And that's credit to Granato. He did. He slapped that together. He looked at it and made a centerman out of Tage. Smart move. And I wouldn't be against trying to make a centerman out of Tuck. Really, I would not be against that idea either. Even though, yeah, I'm not scared to break up lines. Put it this way, I don't live in fear, guys. I just don't. So I wouldn't be scared if the Sabres tried to mix that up and make Tuck into a centerman eventually. I don't think they will, but if they did, I'd be for the idea just to see. Just to see. They should try it this year, actually, and see how Tuck pans out as a centerman. Jesus, we might have two big centermen all of a sudden out of nowhere. That'd be awesome, right? And we could take other guys and put them on the wings for now. Whatever. Just mix it right. Yeah, I agree, Thirst Responder, I agree, because you know what, 35 is kind of the sweet number, I think, that maybe most of us are shooting for now with Skinner this year. And what a feeling that is to say that again, eh? What a feeling that is to actually not stress about the Skinner contract for a year, at least for a year. I'll take the relief. I will take the relief and try to enjoy the fact that he is not tanking this year. His numbers are good now again, and he's happy again. He's skating again. All of it. You know, he's engaged. He goes in the corners and the dirty spots on the ice. I love what I'm seeing with Skinner again. Is $9 million too much? Of course. But sorry, we signed a deal. A deal's a deal. And he got paid really to score goals. And Pagula, was looking at it, I guess, and overreacted to the 40-goal season, really. The 40-goal season, of course, it was a special year. It was nice. What I remember about that year, though, is Skinner slowed down, okay? He's streaky guy, and he slowed down completely as the team died a slow death with it, if you recall, right? No, that was a bad signing, but, and people that say it was a good signing, sorry, no, you're wrong. Because in October, you would have said, oh my God, we're stuck with this contract. Now you're saying it's a good signing, make up your mind. You know how fans are, they go with the weather, for God's sakes. No, I stick with what I say when it comes to that part. The money part, you won't see me bend. No, it's way too much money. But it's doable right now. But when all these young guys and all these studs kick in, that contract's gonna hurt again, no matter what. It's going to hurt again down the line when we got to re-sign Krebs and all these guys. Down the line, not yet, but down the line. Right now, Skinner's doing his thing. He's showing up night after night. He's earning his money. There, I'll say it politically correct. He's earning his money this year, which I'm happy for. And I don't blame him, guys, for last year. Really, I don't. How are you supposed to feel when your coach tells you that, okay, you can't play tonight, and when you do play, you're on the fourth line or third line? It didn't make any sense to me. And this is where I start copying a resentment at Olofsson, to be honest. This is where I start copying a resentment was the fact that he was taking, he was taking minutes away, I found, on the first line where I thought Skinner could play. It didn't matter. You put Skinner left, right side. It doesn't matter. He's a goal scorer. The guy scores everywhere. It doesn't matter what side he's on. It doesn't matter. Skinner's played both left and right during his career. And I thought it was, a kind of a real boneheaded mistake when you're actually putting a guy making $9 million and scratching him from the lineup. My God, you know, that's where me as an owner, I'm like freaking out. I'm saying, my God, I'm paying this guy to get the team going. This is my most expensive guy, and he wants to bench him. Like, come on. And he's proved time and time again, Skinner, that it was the coach the problem, not him, you know, because look at him now. And what TR said in the beginning is the point of the video is, yes, he's on a line again that he can score again, of course, you know. You're going to put him, one of you guys said, well, he's doing better than if you had Eakin as a centerman. Of course, you know. Eakin's more of a little grinder and a guy that wins faceoffs. That's about it, you know. And he can once in a while put some speed into his game, but he has no finish. And this guy, Tage, is really something else. On any given night, Tage Thompson goes out there and he does these moves, and I'm like, man, you know, it's fun to watch. Tage Thompson's fun to watch. And Skinner is kind of like that dangerous guy that you just throw it over to him, he's going to pick it off. If he's open, if they're 2-on-1 in overtime in a game 7, of course I'd want Tage to shoot because he has a rifle for a shot, right? He does. The guy has a cannon, this guy. But if he is doubting his angle, best to pass it over to Skinner if he can. Pass it wherever he is. Get it to him. Because he will get it in the net if he gets a chance. And that's the thing with natural goal scorers. And he is. Skinner's not a 50-goal guy, but he is a guy that he's consistently had 30 goals throughout his career. Most of his career, on average. If you do an average on his career numbers, I'm guessing he's around 28 and a half, 29 goals a season average, if I was to guess. Even with the 2 bad years in Buffalo combined in all the numbers, I'm guessing it's about that. And he is one of those guys that, yeah, he won Rookie of the Year. He was a high draft pick. He's one of these guys, I believe, that can lead us in the future, perhaps. I'm not going to say in a deep playoff run. I won't go there. But I do believe that he could be the guy that maybe leads us out of this era of losing, and that we might, when it's all said and done and Skinner's gone and he's off and he's retired, that we don't look back at that contract with a lot of anger like we have for years now. Because the hardest thing is spending money, guys, and allocating it wrong. Because, my God, nothing kills a team worse than that. Nothing kills a team like bad contracts. Nothing. You can have guys in your dressing room that are floaters. And you give them bad contracts, and you're like, oh my God, why did we sign this guy to this much money? Remember the movie Major League? They made fun of that in there about Doran at third base. Remember? They're saying I forgot about Doran because he's high paid. Like, it's just how it works with high paid guys that don't fulfill their contract properly. You know, Skinner is starting to fulfill the contract. I guess that's the best way to look at this. He's starting to fulfill that contract now, the promise of it. And look, he has 5 more years to go, right? I figure after this year, if he can score another 100 to 125 goals in that 5 years, it is what it is. We can live with it. We can live with it. We can take it for what it was and say, you know what? It was so much worse the first 2 years. And the close of the contract wasn't so bad. And now we have, like TR is saying, he's on a line where he can score again. 35 is realistic. God, wouldn't it be something if he got 40 again? What a bounce back that would be, guys, from 7 goals to 40. Imagine. Now, he would need some multiple goal games quick in the close of the season. He would need some to get on that roll. And I think not only would that... I think, here's the theory I have, I think him having that big game really helped Olofsson in his mind. Olofsson watched this guy struggle while he was scoring goals, right? He watched Skinner struggle, be benched and all this, and now Olofsson's watching this guy saying, God, look what he's doing again. You know, no reason I can't snap out of it if he did. Maybe, maybe this is what's going on. It has an infectious thing, scoring. This is what I always say. Scoring's infectious like winning. Scoring's the second best thing. And if we can get that going with this guy, my God, if we can get like 30 goals a year the next 3 years and then gets 20 and then 15 or whatever, contract fine with me. I'm good with that there. And on that note, folks, I think I'm going to close out the night. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'll come up with some ideas then. Right now, this guy needs and has to go and make himself a coffee or something just to relax. All right, you have a good night. I'll see you later on. Have a good one, folks.